it's another Macho Math Randy Science Time video. This video we're going to be looking at exponents. Oh yeah! Welcome back. This week's video is brought to you by this embarrassing picture of me and my little sister in high school. Oh yeah, buy yours today. Everybody say hello to Katie. This week's video is also brought to you by yelling at potatoes. Ah! Anyways, this week we're going to be looking at exponents. Exponents is what we're going to be looking at. Ooh, almost forgot. Let me put the teacher translators on. Oh, yeah. Yep. Got the teacher voice on now. Got the cannons on. Got the teacher voice on. So, if you've ever been looking and seeing, like, why is that little baby shark number hanging above that daddy shark number? What is that? What does that mean? Well, I got you covered. This is called an exponent. This cute little creature is an exponent. Now, an exponent. The cute little number is called an exponent. When it's written like this, your regular number is called a base. And if I was to read this, most of the time it would say 2 to the third power. Or 2, oh no, I'm sorry, I don't mean to put 4. I don't know why I have 4 there. Or 2 to the third. Or 2 to the third. You might say 2 to the fourth power or 2 to the third. So, let me make this an easy way for you to understand. Do you remember how after you did addition, you started learning multiplication, and something like 2 times 4 meant repeated addition? So it meant, oh, I got 2 4 times. I'm adding 2 together. 4 times 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. And so instead of having to do all that extra addition, you just say 2 times 4 equals 8. Remember how you were introduced to multiplication like that? Exponents is pretty much the same thing, except for it's like a more evolved Pokemon. It's like the evolved form of multiplication. So if I got 2 to the third, this isn't saying 2 times 3. This is not saying 2 times 3 in any way, shape, or form. This is saying how many times I'm multiplying the number 2 by itself. So if I got 2 to the third, that's me actually saying 2 times 2 times 2. This is me multiplying 2 by itself 3 times. So 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So the answer to 2 raised to the third is 8. And you might see that 8, or the answer to an exponent, referenced as a power. It might be referenced as a power. So this little number just tells you how many times you multiply a number by itself. That's all it's basically telling you. So let's say I did if you got one where it says 3 raised to the power of 2. That's not saying 3 times 2 is 6. That's saying 3 times 3. I'm multiplying 3 by itself 2 times. And that equals 9. You're going to very commonly see exponents for the number 10. So, for example, is this saying 10 times 2? No. The answer to this is not 20. This is saying 10 multiplied by itself 2 times. So 10 times 10 equals 100. 10 times 10 equals 100. If I had 10 raised to the third, that's the same thing as saying 10 times 10 times 10. 10 times 10 is 100. 100 times 10 is 1,000. So my answer to 10 raised to the third is 1,000. Numbers can start getting really big really quick with exponents. So let's just say I started off with something simple like 4, and I raised it to the 8th power. That would be 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, and it would keep on building. Okay, Google, what's 4 raised to the 8th power?
4 raised to the 8th is 65,536.
65,536. So for such a small, it seems like such a small thing, but it adds up to massive numbers. So this is how many times you multiply a number by itself. This isn't saying multiply these two. There's a big difference in 4 times 8 and 4 multiplied 8 times. So hopefully this helps you as a quick little introduction to exponents. Check out my website under the 5th grade section, and there'll be even more helpful videos there that can go even more in depth with it. But hopefully this helps you get a little mini understanding of exponents. Thank you, everyone.